psychodrama, we only know one thing, fellas. That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting self in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patterns and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion, it's only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out, cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie, what's up?
Well, your homie right on you know from the five. But up on these bitches is devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this shit.
So much psychodramatic, havoc, get this bit crazy, the range with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it. The flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline, the feel of bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama that did it to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get that bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you the flux.
What up, Taco Crew? It's Thursday night. Thursday night is Impact night, in case you forgot. Susan, don't worry, I got you. I'll get everybody caught up. Let's go.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Kick a tanger, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck to hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.
What is going on, Taco Crew? My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart. What is going on, man? What is this? What is this that I'm hearing about Access TV not giving fans any access to Impact tonight? I watch it on YouTube, man. I don't have Access TV. I pay $1 a month and get it with no commercials. Invest in $12 a year to watch a show with no commercials. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this, for those who watch on Access. If you were able to watch Monday Night Raw, and I know you guys all watch it on some level or another. If you guys were able to watch Monday Night Raw for $12 a year with no commercials, would you do it? Be honest. I know you would. Invest in it. Yeah, no, you're right. So, you're right. It does go to a good cause. It does help the product and everything else. You know, it's always good to support pro wrestling on any level that you can. Buying pay-per-views, subscriptions, t-shirts, whatever the case may be. If it's within your within your financial capabilities to support pro wrestling, support pro wrestling, man. Anyway, I'm here to let you guys know the show tonight, it was not that fantastic of a show, if I'm going to be honest here, man. And this is the go-home show, which makes it a little extra disappointing. We get one of the main events breaking down on us. We got the Scott D'Amore PCO Bully Ray Steve Macklin match losing 50% of its competitors. They are scrambling to replace the match at the last second. Apparently, Steve Macklin has gone down to injury, and PCO, I guess he's on fire. He's probably on fire still. I'm just going to go with with PCO's on fire, and they decided to not put someone in the match who was recently set on fire. We will get into it in a minute or two here. Let's just get into the show. You know how we do. I'm not going to hold you up. We're not going to hold you hostage. We're going to get into the show. All right. Then this show is going to start off with Zachary Wentz versus Chris Bay. This was pretty good. Whenever you put half of, two fantastic tag teams in a singles match, they normally deliver. Just the thing is, it is what it is type deal. It's kind of paint by the numbers, especially when you add this onto the fact that the show itself was very light and insignificant incidents. Let's get into it. Wentz starts off the match by taking Bay to the corner. But then he retreats for a moment. Bay applies a headlock, and the pace quickens as they try to counter each other with a flurry of offense until Bay stops on Wentz's back. Wentz rolls out and regroups with Trey. Trey is still out here, still trying to sell everyone that he is a heel. I don't know. Maybe Wentz can help him. Maybe the Rascals can get off the ground as heels with the addition of Wentz, because Trey McGill, I just want to cheer you, man. I'm sorry. I just want to cheer you. Sucks to be you, bruh. Ace walks up to intervene before Wentz boots Bay. Back inside the ring, Wentz keeps Bay grounded with an arm stretch and elbow the collarbone. Bay manages to roll out and chops Wentz. Bay connects with the lariat and then goes for a cover. They trade another flurry of moves until Bay hits a code red for a near fall. Ace and Trey get into it at ringside, which leads to Bay kicking Trey. Bay turns around into a headlock DDT from Wentz, who covers for the 3 count. So Zachary Wentz picks up the win for the Rascals and pins one half of the current tag team champions. We're doing it again. I'm starting to think it is just a me thing. It must be a me thing. Maybe pinning your champions is actually inevitable. Maybe it's inevitable. Maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm talking about as it comes to champions being pinned. Who knows? We see footage of Dango versus Heath from the BTI segment today with Santino on commentary. Dango made comments about Santino's daughter again, which prompted Santino to leave commentary, and Dango punched him. We cut the backstage where Trey and Wentz confront Santino and D'Amore. Santino never said he would allow them in the Slammiversary tag team title match, especially after they cheated. Trey said they'll regret that. We see a video package highlighting Alex and Shelley versus Nick Aldis ahead of this Saturday's Slammiversary. All right. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Get your questions in. Get your super chats in. I'm going to read them at the end of the show. I see you, Tony Brown. I'm not going to lose you this time. I got you. We'll talk about it. Same for you, Ronnie. We'll talk about it. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. We have Speedball Mike Bailey versus Kevin Knight. Seems to be a local talent, if I am not mistaken here. This match, we'll go through it, but again, this is a part of the show where I'm just like, there's nothing really exciting or pertinent going on. And especially by it being a go-home show, not too sure why we needed Mike Bailey versus Kevin Knight. But let's get into it. Bailey starts things off by running the ropes and taking Knight down with a shoulder tackle. An arm drag grounds Knight for a beat, but then Knight comes back with a big arm drag off the ropes into a power slam after a splash. Knight covers. We get a kick out. Mike Bailey pump kicks Knight out of the ring and then flattens him with a moonsault to the floor. After the break, they trade offense in the center of the ring. Bailey follows it up with a boot to the corner. Bailey drops his knees on Knight's back, but Knight kicks out at one. Knight splashes in the corner and then drop kicks Bailey off the top rope, sending him crashing to the floor. Knight follows by leaping out to him. They get back inside. Mike Bailey kicks Knight into the ropes before nailing a huge knee drop into the spine for a cover attempt. Knight ducks a super kick and hits one of his own. Bailey does the tornado kick, but Knight flips him off the rope. You get the obligatory "This is awesome" chant. You know, you gotta have that one. I like how every last single time, if you guys follow Tony Khan on Twitter, every last single time you get a "This is awesome" chant in AEW, TK tweets that shit out, bro. It's like, fuckers, told y'all this is awesome. The crowd is telling me this is awesome. Send. See? This is awesome. The shit is awesome. Tweet it out. What? Wait, what did that say? This part sucks. Don't tweet that out. Don't tweet that. Tweet the good shit. Only tweet the good shit. Okay, all right. There we go. We get an awesome chant breaking out. They trade blows while rising to their feet again. Knight drop kicks Bailey, but he quickly bounces back with another knee drop. Knight chases Bailey up top and then connects with a superplex. Bailey rolls Knight back for a cover. Kick out. Knight drops Bailey with a spine buster for another near fall. Bailey drops Knight into the turnbuckle and lands a whirlwind kick. Bailey goes up and hits the Ultimo Weapon for the win. Nothing of importance going on in this match. Nothing of excitement going on in this match. Gonna be honest here. Not even sure why this even had to happen, but it is what it is. We see a vignette for Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly, a.k.a. the world's sexiest tag team, as they warn the Coven that they are coming for those knockout tag team championships. Pretty sure they're going to win. Pretty sure they're going to win pretty decisively. I don't think that they put these two together just to have them not win. So, that's definitely my call right there. I think we're going to be looking at Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich as the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Then we have Joe Hendry and Yuya Uemura versus Kenny King and Sheldon Jean. Joe Hendry. Okay. There we go. It works. King teases starting the match with Hendry, but tags in Sheldon. Hendry tags out, so Yuya takes Jean down with an arm drag and headlock. The ref gets distracted by Hendry, so Jean and King double team Yuya in the heel corner. Jean stumps away on Yuya. King comes in and the crowd chants for him to take off his jacket. Don't forget, King was a stripper. And they managed to chant, "Take it off," to him throughout the whole match. I thought that was pretty damn entertaining, if I do say so myself. King attempts a cover. Yuya manages to roll through and tags in Joe Hendry. Hendry delivers uppercuts, and there it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was kind of wondering. All right. Hendry delivers uppercuts and a big clothesline. Hendry dumps King with a huge fallaway slam. The champ hypes up the crowd and clobbers King in the corner. Hendry hits a cutter, but Jean snuck in and tag and boots Hendry without him looking. Yuya runs in and drop kicks Jean. Jean hits Yuya with a tiger driver. Hendry pulls King's jacket off. Crowd straight up popped. I think the crowd really believes that this guy is a stripper. I don't think he is a stripper. But what the fuck do I know? Hendry throws it at him and then clotheslines King. King crawls up the ramp as Jean strikes Hendry, but Hendry fires back with a standing ovation for the win. Winners of the match, Yuya Uemura and Joe Hendry. Okay. All right, cool. We get a flashback moment of the week, and then
he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
This fucking guy. Flashback moment of the week shows Chris Sabin winning the Ultimate X Division title at Slammiversary 2013. Looked pretty damn good. Maybe I'll go back and watch that this week. Maybe I will. We see a vignette for Leo Rush as he issues a message to Chris Sabin. This was a very good promo by Leo Rush. Very good promo by Leo Rush. Probably the best thing on the show. Leo Rush has always been good on the mic, and that has not changed. I'm interested to see what they do with Leo Rush, how they use him in Impact, because he is just so versatile as far as what he brings to the table. So can't wait to see how they end up using this guy. Hopefully he can keep his things in order backstage and not get into any drama. We shall see. But Gia Miller speaks to Sabin, who says Leo is one of the most talented wrestlers he's ever seen. He now realizes, though, why no locker room wants him, because he's cocky and arrogant. Sabin promises to humble Leo Rush at Slammiversary. We shall see. We get Moose and Brian Myers versus Sami, Callihan, and Rich Swann. Moose is growing on me. Moose has been growing on me as of late. I was already a fan of Moose, but now, I mean, he's climbing up there for me. I like the presentation of Moose. I like the way he moves in the ring. I'm really, really enjoying Moose. Myers shoves Rich Swann down to start the match. Swann fires back with a takedown and a drop kick. Moose knocks Swann off the ropes and gets in the cheap shot on Sami in his corner. We head to commercial break. When we get back, Myers maintains control of Swann with a headlock. Moose comes back in, but Swann manages to take him down for the cover. But we get a kick out. Moose comes back with a standing Uranagi to take control again. Swann can't get past Moose at first, but kicks him in the head for some separation. Swann finally rolls through and tags in Sami, who takes both Moose and Myers down with an extremely spicy, super hot tag. Sami hits Moose with a bulldog while clotheslining Myers. Moose counters Sami's cactus driver, and then they double clothesline each other. Myers and Swann are legal as Swann delivers kicks to both men. Myers accidentally kicks Moose, and then Swann knocks him down off of the ring apron. Sami and Swann double team Myers to lead up to the cutter, but Moose shoves Sami into a pinfall attempt. Moose tags back in, but Swann kicks him up top and then flips him down to the mat because he went to the top rope when he came in. Sami drops Moose with a DVD so Swann can hit the 450, but Moose kicks out. Myers pulls Swann out and Moose low blows Sami. Moose spears Sami for the win. Digging Moose. Moose and Myers get the W here, man. I'm not sure if they plan on putting Myers back with the good hands when this is done. Honestly, I really don't care. Well, I do kind of care because it looks like the good hands need Myers and Moose does not at all. You know, I mean, Moose already feels like he's just tired of Myers and everything else. So we'll see where they end up going with that. We get a vignette for Subculture. They promised to win the tag titles on Saturday. All right. I'm okay with that, as long as we get Luna out there. So I'm all good. Alan Angels says he's more than just a guy. He's a celestial. He has a celestial plan, he says. He has a celestial plan and plans to make his mark in the Ultimate X at Slammiversary in 2 weeks. Which makes no sense because Slammiversary is coming up. Darren McCarty and Tommy Dreamer will face Champagne Singh and Sarah. A vignette airs for Nick Aldis' journey back to the world title picture, which was not a very long journey at all. He got like the Cody path back to this damn title. Deonna Purrazzo's in the ring. She comes out. You know, she's doing her shtick. You know, I'm trying to figure out how Deonna was supposedly a babyface before this run with Trinity, because she comes out just like I'm better than you type bitch, you know, just fuck out of here. I'm better than you. So she comes out and she says she's a 3-time champ who's issuing an open challenge to the Knockouts locker room. So if you want to step up and get stepped on, let's see it. Let's do it. Jody Threat comes out. Interesting. I'm a big Jody Threat fan. Jody Threat is undefeated And she chooses to take her chances in an open challenge against the champion. I like this. The challenger who answers the open challenge is the undefeated newcomer. This is great. So if she's going to take her first loss, who's it going to be to? The champion. Okay. I can deal with that. Deonna locks up the left wrist to start everything off, but Threat reverses it. Deonna rolls through and remains confident. You know, she's still doing her stick. Threat knocks the champion down and then shows her confidence. They lock up again. Deonna with the headlock takedown. Threat rolls Deonna up out of the corner. Deonna gets booted into the corner where Threat clotheslines her. Threat tosses Deonna across the ring and then hits a cold breaker for a cover. Deonna stands tall going into the break, you know, still doing her stick, you know. She just seems like a natural heel. I don't understand how she's supposed to be coming off as a babyface in any situation here. After the break, Threat is working her way back up, but Deonna grounds her with a side Russian leg sweep into a Fujiyama armbar. That reaches the Threat reaches the bottom rope for a break. Threat takes the champion down with a German suplex. Threat with double knees into the ropes, followed by a German suplex and cover. Deonna tries for a Queen's Gambit, but Threat powers away and headbutts her. Threat cannonballs off the top rope and clotheslines her for a cover attempt. Threat tried for the F-bomb, but Deonna landed on her feet and hit a pump kick. Deonna takes Threat into another armbar, but then she rolls through. Threat drops Purrazzo with a driver, cover attempt, but Deonna counters Threat again and then applies the Venus de Milo for the win. Deonna wins. I mean, as expected. I don't think anyone really expected, you know, Jody Threat to win here. But I think the gumption, I think that the energy that Threat brings to an open challenge, I think one day that could be an actual threat to the title. But since we're in the middle of going to a pay-per-view, I mean, it was never in doubt here. But I think that Jody Threat is being groomed for something in Impact. So we'll see where they end up going with her. But Jody Threat is definitely high on my list of ones to watch in Impact right now. Threat and Deonna raise hands. And this is what I don't get about Purrazzo. So after the match, Deonna and Threat are out there hugging and shit, you know, raising hand, you know, everything. What is this? We need a clear-cut babyface and a clear-cut heel for this match coming up on Saturday. So, Threat and Deonna raise hands to claim victory, you know, to show mutual support. But then Giselle, Savannah, and Jay attack both of them, start beating them down. Then the Death Dolls run down to make the save. I think I see where we're going here. I think I see some WWE type in-show shenanigans. The Death Dolls run down, but then the Coven run in and they join the mayhem. And then in comes the sexiest tag team alive, Kelly and Masha. They run down to get beat up. But then in comes Trinity. Trinity runs out and takes out pretty much every damn woman around. Trinity came out there as Stone Cold Steve. I heard the glass breaking, man. I heard the glass breaking. Probably Trinity's ass breaking the glass too. I mean, just I digress. Trinity runs out and takes out everyone as referees and security come out at the same time. Everyone else ends up fighting outside of the ring. And then Deonna and Trinity are the ones left in the ring. And they do that thing where they back up and then bump into each other. And then poof. And then, they get the stare down. Oh my God. Then what? So they got to stare down, and then after that point, Deonna was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck this shit. They both picked up the title, and then Deonna just, boom, just took off and just started wailing on Trinity. Trinity started fighting back, so they finally put hands on each other right before the pay-per-view. And then the referees and security come and break them all up. The crowd starts chanting, let them fight. But they don't get what they want. They get broken up. And that's how the show ends. Sort of. Because after that, we get a highlight package of Slammiversary to get you hyped up for the pay-per-view coming up. But then after that video, Scott D'Amore is on the phone. He's on the phone with someone. We don't know who it is. And he says, PCO can't come back to life this time. You know, because he's like, this motherfucker dead for real. He ain't coming back to life. He says, PCO can't come back to life this time. Can you? And the camera pans down and the camera shows a Team Canada jacket. So, if this is one of your first times here, just let you know that I am very much newer on the Impact Wrestling side of things, and I'm still learning a lot about the past and everything else going on. But what I did find out from my guy Osakui, that the Team Canada stable is one that was run by Scott D'Amore. All right, and it consisted of, let me go back and see where he sent this to me. Here we go. Eric Young, Bobby Roode, Peter Williams, and a few other guys here and there. You know, we talked about this for a little bit. Bobby Roode is still under WWE contract, and for all intents and purposes, I do believe that Eric Young is as well. But they're not doing shit with him. If he was under contract this damn long and no one knew, it's also possible that he got let go and no one knew. So I think Eric Young is a possibility, but we shall see. But again, 50% of that match is no longer there, man. So don't know how interesting it's supposed to be. When you had a lot of hype and build to one match, then you'd have to change 50% of it at the last second. You know, it sucks. But what are you going to do, man? Card subject to change. Let's get into the super chats, man. Also, programming note. We will be doing the Slammiversary show. We're not going to do it Saturday night. We are going to do it live Sunday morning. I was going to try to have JD do the show with me, but we're coming across some scheduling conflicts and issues with all this other stuff we got going on, plus stuff he has going on. So we shall see. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. But I'll follow up with you guys on social media. Make sure you are following me on Twitter at Chi-Town Smart. And I will keep you guys updated on what is going on with the post show for Slammiversary. Tony Brown. My man, Tony Brown with the $4.99. Super chat says Deonna isn't ugly. Odd figure. I cannot argue with that, Tony. I keep thinking she's like 4 or 5 months pregnant. I don't know. I remember seeing her in NXT, and she didn't look like this. She had a much better build, but it's not the important thing. The important thing is, can she wrestle? And she can. You know, it's when you. I think it's when you like in between like that, people start looking at you funny and shit. You know, because if she was just a big girl, no one would say anything. You know, because if it was like Dewdrop, I keep calling her fucking Dewdrop. Her name was. If it was Piper Niven, she would just be okay. Well, she's a big girl and she can still move. You know, but if she was extra small, she'd be like, okay, well, she's a small girl, but she's right in the middle, so it's kind of like it's very off-putting, very off-putting. So I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I get you, man. Ronnie Southern with the $5. The $5 super chat says, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for taking the time each to do an Impact review. I watch Impact every week since late 2015. I also catch you with JD on Wednesday nights. Thank you, Ronnie. I sincerely appreciate that, man. I do. I love doing the shows with JD. Sometimes they get in, scheduling wise, they get in the way here and there, but I love going to hang out. I actually love going to hang out with you guys. I can sit and chit chat and talk wrestling with JD any day on the phone. You know, I don't really have to do it live across the internet, but I enjoy it. And I enjoy coming and hanging out here with you guys as well. Guys, that is today's show. Short and sweet as always. Cannot wait for Slammiversary, man. I'm wondering what the main event is gonna be. I'm thinking it might be the women. You know, unless they have something, you know, just off the chart planned for Shelly and for Shelly and Nick Aldis. So we shall see. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna chill tonight, relax, and get ready for the weekend. Guys, take it easy. See you next time. My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart. Peace.
Consider this us spilling our pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Get contained up, things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.